This is the best super smelter for Minecraft Bedrock, and as always, there'll be a world download in the description. The first thing we're going to do is build out a 5x12 platform using our building blocks, so find a nice open space to build it, and then again, a 5x12 platform. After building your 5x12 platform, we're going to decide which side is going to be the front, so I'm going to go with this side right here. We're going to go to the right, and we're going to count over 3 blocks, so 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and mine out these 2 blocks, and then these 3 blocks underneath. Grab your chest now, and we're going to place down a double chest right here, and then run a hopper into the back of that chest. We're going to run a hopper into that hopper, and then grab a stair and place an upside down stair along this ledge. That way you can still open up the chest. We're going to place down a furnace on top of this hopper now, and grab your hoppers again, and we're going to run a hopper into the back of this furnace, and the top of the furnace, and then 1 right here, and 2 more across the top. So when it's all said and done, this is what it should look like. We're going to grab our chest now and place down a double chest right here, and a double chest on the backside as well. Make sure they're in alternating patterns like this, that way we can open up both of the chests from the front of the super smelter. The next thing we're going to do is build the conveyor system that's going to push all of these furnaces around. So we're going to come to this furnace right here, go to the right of it, and place down a piston right there. We're going to come over to the other side now and place down a piston on this block right here, leaving a 1 block gap. Come over to this 3rd block in front of this piston and place down a piston right here. And then on this side, we're going to do the same thing, place down a piston on this block, which is going to be 3 blocks away from this side piston right here. So when it's all said and done, you should be able to mentally map where these pistons are going to push and make sure that they are in order, but just a little quick fly up here so that way you can get them in the right spot. The next thing we're going to do is grab our observers now, and we're going to place down an observer looking in this direction at this side piston right here. Place down a redstone torch on the side of the piston. We're going to come over here and do the same thing. Place down a torch on this piston, and then place down an observer looking at that redstone torch. Go ahead and break that one. We're then going to grab our redstone repeaters and place down a repeater running into that piston, and place down a repeater running into that piston. Make sure that the redstone repeater is pointing into the piston and not into the observer. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place down redstone torches on this side of the piston, so the one with the redstone repeater running into it. Place down a redstone torch, do the exact same thing over here. Grab your observers now and do the same exact thing. Place down an observer looking at that torch. Place down an observer looking at that torch. And we're going to finish it off by connecting everything with redstone dust. So all we're going to do is grab our redstone dust and place redstone dust lines connecting from that observer all the way to this piston over here. And the same thing over here. Place down redstone going all the way to this piston over here. Now we can place down the rest of our furnaces. Make sure that you only have 18 furnaces in your inventory. That way you don't accidentally place down too many. But what we're going to do is place down furnaces in every single one of these spots, except for in front of the piston faces. We're going to leave all of those blank for now. So we're just going to keep going all the way across, come around back here, leave the piston face open, place down 1 right here. And then when it's all said and done, you should have this. And we're going to set down 1 extra furnace in front of this piston right here. So that when we turn on the farm, it's going to start a loop and it's going to push all of these furnaces around. And the last thing that we need to do is create an on-off switch. So what we're going to do is grab our blocks, place down a 2x2 of blocks on the left side of these hoppers. And then we're going to grab our redstone repeaters and run 2 repeaters into both of these hoppers. We're then going to connect this up with some redstone dust, place down a glass block right here over top of this redstone line. That's going to connect to this redstone up here, and then we're going to place down 2 blocks right here and connect this up with our redstone dust. Now what we can do is grab our lever, and we're going to place down a lever right on this block at the front. Go ahead and turn it on, and when this is on, this is the off state. So when your farm is off, the redstone is going to be lit up. And then if we go ahead and turn this on, you're going to see that the pistons are going to get pushed around so that each of these furnaces are going to be filled up and emptied at the same rate as all of the other furnaces, making this a great super smelter. So all we have to do now is actually load these things up with both fuel and whatever we're going to be smelting. And I'm also going to go ahead and label all of the chests. All right, I went ahead and labeled all of the chests. So this is your fuel chest, this is your raw smelting chest, and this is your output chest. So we're going to go ahead and load all of these up. We'll do a stack of coal in there and a stack of raw iron in there. As you can see, it's not pouring out into this furnace because these hoppers are locked. If this wasn't here, then obviously anything you load up would just go into the furnace directly below it, and that is no good. So what we're going to do is turn this on now, and you're going to see that it's immediately going to start filling up these furnaces with equal number of items. So we've got 3 iron there. Of course, it's going to close me out every time it gets pushed. But as you can see, we are getting super reliable drops in each of these furnaces. And then when they come around and they are full, we're going to start seeing some loot inside of that output chest. So we just got to wait. I think we are almost at the end of the loop. Maybe a couple. There we go. And if we check in here, we are starting to have iron. So every time a furnace comes around, it's going to drop 2 items, and then they're going to get continue to go around in the circle. So we're going to go ahead and turn this off because I'm assuming it is fully loaded. Or yeah, it went all the way around. So everything is getting smelted. Obviously, you would want to keep this running so that everything does eventually end up inside of this output chest, because if you just leave it, then it is not going to be able to smelt new items. So make sure that you leave this thing on until the flames in the furnaces, all of the furnaces, is over. Alright, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope this video made sense. It was a little difficult for me to explain. I'm very tired today. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Remember, download link will be down in the description if you want to download this world. My name is 1UpMC, and I will catch you guys in the next one.